finally found time to drop by.
Yo, welcome back to the channel. This is the Third Way Media coming back at you with another segment of Anime Stream. Today I'm gonna be having some GTA San Andreas playing in the background.
Oh shit, here we go again.
The truth is, everybody love this game, man. You know, like, this is a game that I believe that was near like black household growing up. You know, because this is the only game, like, this is probably the most ethnic game in all of history. Like, man, you know, this game features African Americans, Hispanics, with the whole, you know, we got the Ballers, the legendary Ballers, the legendary Grove Street, the Vagos.
This is drug money.
And, you know, obviously it's one of Rockstar's best titles besides Max Payne, Midnight Club, Manhunt, The Warriors. All pretty good games right there. I just named pretty good Rockstar titles, and I see why this is a part of like the GTA universe, which is way better in terms of what we have today, undeniably. I can't see how anybody can say they haven't beaten these games, because they've been out for so long. Like, if you haven't had the opportunity to play these three games, especially if you grew up in the PS2 era, then that's just, you know, kind of sad, man. These was, you know, GTA, San Andreas, Vice City, and 3, some of the greatest, best titles on that entire platform, man. You know, it's like, it's almost came with the system. It's like it almost came with it. You might as well have a bundle package with it, which they did have a box set, GTA box set that came with all three of them. They even have it on the PlayStation Store right now if you want to go and buy these games. That's why I said they've been on so many platforms. This game been ported from the PS3 to the PS4, and that was on PS5. Yeah. But to be honest, the 3D era, it was 10 times harder than any HD era game like GTA 4, Lost in the Dam, or Ballad of the Daytona. None of those missions, none of the missions that you probably can name the hardest will compare to the hardest missions on GTA, Vice City, San Andreas, or 3. They won't compare at all. Which I'm going to be featuring a mission in this game right now that I'm going to be putting on the screen. Please stop saying wrong side of the tracks is hard. It's not a hard mission, man. If anything, it is your fault, man, for driving. I ain't gonna lie, smoke right. The mission easy as hell. I'm gonna pass it faster than the train can even reach the tunnel. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. In one way you can do it easily, like you can get on top of the train, but I failed at doing it. Actually stand on top of the train. But they ain't unbeatable games. Like, the 3D era has some unnecessary missions, some very unnecessary ones that I'll show you later on. But if I decide to show y'all another gameplay of San Andreas, but I flooded through the whole Los Santos area pretty easily, like, because I'm just showing y'all some of the good missions that I actually like to do, because Ryder, OG Load, Caesar, and Sweet missions, some of Sweet missions are ass as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. All Big Smoke missions were the best on Los Santos before Sweet Couch. Before you get in not Blaine County, that's GTA 5. And I was trying to refrain from saying Blaine County since we're also in Los Santos, but in GTA San Andreas, Blaine County wasn't a desert, and it was referred to as Bone County. The desert area was, I think, in San Fierro. No, San Fierro was San Francisco. It was where the Woozy Moo and the Mountain Cloud Boys were. I'm thinking of Los Venturas, where the military base is. Also the flight school. But before you get into Bone County area with Carmelita Snake Ass, only Caesar knew his cousin was so grimy, man. That big grimy, bro. Yeah, I was so glad when you killed home GTA 3. One of the most satisfying endings in the game history, man. I also been doing other things, like, you know, taking over hood, CJ been eating good, and getting big. Like, I been getting that nigga muscle up, eating good, getting that boy fat up, check that fat boy, and get him, like, toned up. You gotta eat. Like, I didn't even know if you really, that shocked me, man. On this game, they got meat on the salad. I'm gonna show y'all now, and you don't gain no fat from it. You could eat all the salad you want in this game. I don't know if he probably do throw up from it because he eats so much. Cause you can't throw up on his game, but I don't think he don't gain no fat content from it at all. Like, you got to eat the pizzas. You actually got to eat pizzas, burgers, stuff like that with fatty stuff in it. I ain't gonna lie now, Rockstar did something with this little game right here. But you got the you got, well, they did more than something, like, you know, the top PS2 games of all time, like I said. But for that option, they didn't even put that back in GTA 5. They should put that in 5, man. I love the gym option, man. Getting big in the gym, hitting that treadmill, hitting that weight bench, and actually having the option to box. Like, you got to get your muscle up before you can even take boxing lessons, or you got to, because they won't even think you're impressive. They won't let you box at all. They won't let you get your hand throwing skill up. But speaking of hand throwing skill, today we're gonna be reviewing the character none other than the reincarnation of the evil Boo himself. You know, I mean, you know, the reincarnation of Boo, and that's UUB, man. From the series everybody know a little named Dragon Ball. I grew up with this childhood classic. It might as well be shown to you in the hospital when you first, you know, come out. At first you first concede, as soon as you come out the pussy, you might as well just see this show right here, man. You might as well just, you know, man, this for this to be labeled a cartoon for any person in the hood who got mad, grew up watching anime, for people saying like, hey man, you watching a cartoon. Nigga, this might as well be a cartoon at this point, because this shit just the iconic at Bud Buddy and then Mickey Mouse at this point. You already know, you know Dragon Ball when you see it. But fun fact of my life, I was born on May 9th, 1999, or the same day, not the same year that was declared to be Son Goku Day, because the 5 and the 9 digits in Japanese can be read as Go and Ku. That's why he's one of my most motivational characters of all time. I knew ever since I first looked at that nigga, I said, this nigga will be cold, but. And he's one of the coldest now. Arguable debate. Anybody can link it up for you, man. They all make an argument out of it, and it kind of it don't make me hate the series itself, because you can't blame the series. You can blame that fan base though. But like another YouTube said, Verdict Joe said, that don't make your show bad because the fan base be acting a certain way. But how most people declare Dragon Ball to be like, oh, you still watch Dragon Ball, my nigga? Yeah, some deeper shonen out there, man. If you still watching Dragon Ball, you still on a childhood classic like that, yeah, you should try to expand your variety, man. If all you watch the Dragon Ball, ain't nothing bad with that. At least you exposed to anime, but you should expand it. Like by now, you should have. But that's what some people get it. They get it where you fit in. Some people just love Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball only. I don't see how there's so many good anime out there. But it was also declared to be King Piccolo Day, my birthday too, which was changed to May 13th in the English dub with Funimation. I'm gonna put pictures of both of them in there. But to signify as an omen, you know, in America we believe 13 is an unlucky number, but in Japan it's the number 9. I don't know which school to pick. If I was in the Dragon Ball universe, if Piccolo Goku gave me a chance to be a part of one of their schools, that'd be a hard choice. I love my nigga Piccolo, man. I got a Piccolo AirPod case and a Piccolo phone case. Man, I love the special being cannon, but between special being cannon and Kamehameha, you know, Kamehameha took more niggas out the game, man. I mean, but he is the main character, so, I mean, but either way, I mean, Future Gohan, he even knows special being cannon. You ever played Budokai Tenkaichi 3, one of the best Dragon Ball Z games of all time. He know it, I don't know. I guess I would be more of a Gohan myself. Yeah, that was really a mix between both of the schools. His fighting style, for real, like, you know, he got on Turtle School. Well, he got the fundamentals from Piccolo, but he got the Kamehameha from his daddy. He got that little Turtle School training from the 3-year time skip that they had between the Frieza saga and Android saga. He got a chance to train with Goku, so. But on to you know, today's topic. Dragon Ball was created by none other than Akira Toriyama, one of the godfathers of shonen, and also not the best writer, but nonetheless, we loved it, what this man has introduced to the world. Way back in 1984, this manga legend was published and brought the martial arts setting into the limelight and stole the show from anime like Fist of the North Star. But, you know, no disrespect to Fist of the North Star, because obviously, you know, King Shiro, you know, Omae Wayu, Shinjinju, Nani, you know, automatically, you know, the meme blew up, so it's a GOAT too. But this character was born from the final battle between Goku and the evil Dijin spirit or genie spirit named Majin Buu or Kid Buu. When Goku asked to see Majin Buu once again, which was heard by King Yama at the way station, as he said the quote that was, you know, never leave my head. It'll stick in my head along with King Kai quote, because it showed much love and appreciation for Goku saving the universe. And you know, King Kai said, I taught him that technique line. And you know, Yama says as he lifted desk up, you know, that's that a boy. Yeah, and as he gives a little chuckle, a little laugh, little scenes like that give me confirmation that everybody loves Goku. You know, all his masters respect him, but no line would be colder than Kami though, man. You know, go Goku, his power is incredible. You know that, man. Come on, man. If you don't love Kami, bro, you don't. For what the Namekians brought to that show, they somewhat. I see why Toriyama's favorite creation is Piccolo, man. For what Piccolo and the Namek brought to that series, man, it wouldn't be the same without him. But that was Dragon Ball at its peak prime. And let's not even talk about the tension building for Z. Let's not even talk about the villains, like the tension building. Like as a child, Frieza's little young boys petrified me. Even in the video games like Budokai 1, you know, with the Iron Man theme, but it was called it's Frieza Arise, obviously, but I forgot the name of it. I think it's Hell's Bells or something like that. No, that's Vegeta thing I'm thinking of. But I forgot the name of the Budokai 1 thing. I know that whole soundtrack stuff like Challengers and soundtracks like a Burning Wind, like a Burning Wind Vegeta's theme, and let me think of one more. Warrior from another land or a distant land. Anyway, Budokai 1 had to go to soundtrack. Tenkaichi 1, I couldn't better fight Frieza, Cell, or Buu. All of them, especially Buu versus Gohan Super Saiyan 2. You will get your ass whooped regardless, man. You already know, like in the desert area, I'll go ahead and put a picture of that over there too. If y'all don't play that, shout out to y'all, man, because that mission just, Tenkaichi 1 was something special. Budokai Tenkaichi 1. But at the same time, it can't be said for the show. I'll take the nostalgia glasses off for a minute to go back to UUB. Because UUB first appeared in Dragon Ball Z Manga Chapter 518, or 10 years later, 10 years after, in the episode number 289 of Dragon Ball Z titled Granddaughter Pan. Yeah, Granddaughter Pan. Yeah, I remember that. And, you know, straight off the head, before I even wrote this script, I was thinking of it. And which, you know, the heart automatically, when you think of the end of Z, you think of the iconic scene where Teen Gohan is training with his father, and then, I mean, not Gohan, Goten. Teen Goten was training with Goku, and he had the yellow shirt on with the green sleeves, and I forgot what it says, but anyway, he has the Janine hair, or what some people like to call the Yamcha hair, but it's Janine, Goku mom hair. And that's a good little Easter egg. If you look back at her hair from the Dragon Ball Minus manga, you can actually see that her and Goten share some good resemblance with each other, and they could have, you know, built up with that in GT2, but that was way before the concept of Janine was even brought up. But anyway, Vegeta, Trunks, and Bulma show up, and they discuss the world tournament and who are all gonna enter and stuff like that. You know, when Vegeta forced Trunks to enter because Goten was entering, and all of a sudden, you know, the newest addition to the Son Goku family arrives flying around the world, and you know who that is, Pan, the daughter of Gohan and Videl. But by that time, Pan was like 4 or 5, and it's some inconsistencies with the age that'll give you a headache, so I'll just leave it at that, because on the forums, some people say she's 4 and some people say 5, and you know, the Daijinchu and stuff like that. But it's a little tricky, especially, you know, GT not being non-canon. But the point I'm trying to make is that baby Pan in Super right now, she can't talk. You know, she can only do, you know, she's a baby. And UUB just revealed in the moral arc. So that means that Z hasn't officially ended yet, and that Super is leading towards that for us to meet UUB and meet UUB, you know, down the line. And let's hope for it to be better. You know, and that way, all of us GT fans can be happy and bring together the fan base again. You know, it's pretty much a broken fan base between GT fanboys and Super fanboys, but maybe we can get a canon baby Vegeta, you know, and that'll be a hell yes, you know. And, you know, we had plenty of evil Vegeta throughout the show, I know, but the show, you know, come on. Baby Vegeta could be possibly the best canonical in the newest universe, besides, you know, what we got now, Moro and stuff like that. And they can bring something new. If you bring a tougher race into it, you bring in some good part of the Sand Lord that was made up, that actually canon. You know, you can bring it. It's not like the Tuffles aren't canon. The Tuffles were actually, you know, brought up way back in Z, when King Kai was telling Goku about the Sand Lord anyway. So let's not act like we can't make Dr. Mew, and Dr. Mew can't be canon, and he can't make a parasite, which is essentially what Baby Vegeta was. It was a parasite. But that it can either be him or it could be the Shadow Dragon by this point. You know, with them having 2 other sets of Dragon Balls if they wanted to. You know, they got the Namekian Dragon Balls, then we got the Super Dragon Balls. You know, you got 2 sets of Dragon Balls. Why it couldn't be the Black Star Dragon Balls? And then we can get a Shadow Dragon Saga and Super, but we can even get Super Saiyan 4. And I know this is all a pipe dream, but man, wouldn't that make it great? You know, for all those who oppose the idea of saying, like, no, the power scaling wouldn't be accurate at this point. Look, my nigga, Frieza came back from the Frieza Saga and Z at a max level nearly that of a casual Starbuster. And I know my power scale is pretty good. I ain't the best at it, but shout out to my nigga Self the Program. I watch it when I can get a chance. But to a supposed universal level by Super, that's what Frieza is now at. And I'm gonna say this, you know, some people say Goku, since Goku is in base and Frieza fought him in base, you know, ever since the battle of God's Art, they said that since Goku absorbed the God energy from Super Saiyan God, he is now universal base. And you know, that don't mean Frieza is universal base, and that's laughable. But you know, that's what's good in these forum streets. You know, on I think it's Quora. You go on Quora and they have some anime discussion. That's some people say Goku is universal base. You know, tell me what y'all think about that. So that means a fight between Goku and UUB at the end of Z is going to have to be changed, because if this kid was reincarnated from a Galaxy Buster, then what type of magic did Yama use to make him into a Universe Buster? You know, don't say that this fight isn't canon either, because it also is in the book we call manga. But after the pre-trial run of Goku hands, Goku decides to train UUB in the non-canon GT that most of the fandom hates. But I don't hate it or know it all. You know, I love GT, man. I love it. One of the better parts of the series. I was glad when I was glad when it came out. I think it came on like in 03, and I think I got a chance to watch it. And I don't see what's so bad about it, you know, because they had some promising characters, some very promising characters. So in the words of Saiyan Scholar, what the hell happened? And I hope that's not a trademark. UUB and GT had the role of being the next defender of the planet Earth, which the mantle belongs to Goku himself, training for a post 5 or 10 years, depending on whether you look at the perfect files or the dub. UUB was powerful enough to keep up with Goku in his base form, who has said to be a power level of 24 billion in GT perfect files, and in Super it's 75 million. That's funny because the last time I checked, Gohan was the strongest non-fused character by the end of Z. So that means the GT UUB would have to make Super's Goku go Super Saiyan 3 in order to compete. But this only applies to the Battle of God Saga, and I know that. But still an impressive feat nonetheless by the reincarnation of Buu. You know, in order for Goku and Super to keep up, and if he met UUB and, you know, if he met the same UUB that was training in GT in that first episode on the Lookout, and they were about to blow the Lookout apart, that same UUB would have to make that Goku from Super go Super Saiyan 3 in order to compete, because Super Saiyan 3 in Battle of the Gods art was stated to be at not 24 billion, but 30 billion in comparison to UUB's, you know, keeping up with Goku in base form at full power in GT, 24 billion. You know, that's a pretty impressive feat, man. And not only that, but he should have been preparing in the realm of spirit and time for oncoming threats, instead of relying on the power boost from the absorption of Good Buu. Because unlike Piccolo absorbing Nail and whooping second form Frieza's ass in the fight UUB versus Baby Vegeta, that wasn't nearly as satisfying, bro. You know, all he did was just get attacked get his attack UUB back on him. You know, if anything, Fat Boo should at least lend him the knowledge and the memory to know that that attack can be UUB back on him. You know, i.e. the time that super breath attack was repelled on him. You know, it repelled, you know, Evil Boo repelled it. But I was gonna call it the flame shower breath attack because that's what it's also called. You know, in Tenkaichi 3, last time I can remember. But he also fought alongside the Z Fighters with, again, Super 17 and Sin Shenron. But I can't find a clip of that moment at all. I can't find any clips on the internet that talks about it. Well, shows it or actually talks about it. But he gave some good hands to Baby Vegeta nonetheless, in the words of Molari. And check his UUB video out, it's pretty hilarious. UUB seems to be coming back in Super, as Dende stated that he's growing up and being taught by King Champa until the age of 10. You know, in the manga it said until the age of 10, but the brother King Champa also fought Goku, you know, in the 22nd World Tournament and the 23rd World Tournament. Both of them were in the preliminaries, and Goku defeated him the first time. And in the 22nd and the 23rd, he just dropped him by a karate chop. Just judo chopped him in the neck and dropped the man. But overall, UUB is a pretty great character. He could have made a reimagining of Dragon Ball and what it is at its core, which is mainly, you know, some enemies becoming friends, such as Tien, Shenron, Piccolo, the Vegeta, the usual. But all jokes aside, we know that Dragon Ball at its core is about a kid on a journey. That kid goal is to become the world's strongest, in which he did. I think by now Goku should have given up the title of the Defender of the Earth, the same way he essentially gave up the title of the world's strongest to Hercule Satan. UUB could have been a representation of this, you know, and Goku Jr. could have ended the story in a shroud of mystery to what the Mighty Saiyan race could have learned from another race, that being UUB. You know, UUB, a master in the future who had been an old gray hair just like Master Roshi, and he could have, you know, said he was once taught by a tranquil and grown up master was Goku, and we knew the orange and blue gi represented it at the end of GT. So check out the Saiyan Scholar video on that gi, because it's also my favorite gi as well, along with the original red Roshi school gi, which is the best two gis in the entire franchise. I love both of those gis because one means, you know, you're obviously a novice, you're hot ready, it's sort of like how, you know, Mike Guy calls himself the Green Beast, and then he calls himself the Blue Beast, and his chakra represents green energy, and then it goes, his suit represents green, and that's the beginning levels of the 8 gates, and then he becomes blue, but he doesn't change his outfit. Obviously, I guess he doesn't, you know, change because, you know, like a black belt, you got different levels to, you know, you go from starting out, I think, white. I don't know anything about martial arts, but you just start off as a beginning novice color belt, then you gradually go up until you reach black belt, which is the highest, obviously. So that's what the school gis could mean. You know, red gi means novice, hot-blooded, you know, you still got a lot to learn. Orange gi could mean you still that childish, intermediate color, but you still got a lot to bring up. And the blue, orange wrist, blue tranquil color, teal colored gi, that means that Goku has a calm state of mind. He now has nothing to worry about, sort of like Ultra Instinct and his silverness. And then, boy, when they go great on the silver Ultra Instinct, like imagine Goku and the GT gi going Ultra Instinct. That would mean a lot by the end of the series. It means so much that Goku grew up and finally got rid of the orange Go-Gi. I agree with the Saiyan Scholar. It's about time he giving it up and just give it to the students or whoever wants to wear it now, part of the Turtle School. But this has been the Third Wave Media, coming back at you another segment of Anime Stream. Happy Black History Month to y'all. Happy Black History Month to the brother UUB, and ride it wave again soon.
This is drug money. This is drug money.